Alrighty, we're a couple minutes late, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, if you have not already gotten pizza, over here. Alrighty, our first topic, we did end up having a table for our breast cancer awareness last week. Thanks to Dawn. Thanks a million to Dawn. She set it up, she got everything, she made the game, she put out the decorations, and we got third place, so whoop, whoop. Yay. Next on the list, this week is going to be a fairly busy week. There's a lot of events both for DHSC and for school. The first one is Silent Lunch. It's going to be this Thursday, and it's noon to 1 in the hub. If you want to come, I encourage you all to come. I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's fun, it's relaxed, it's a really great way to just use signs. If you don't know, usually somebody there will know. You guys can kind of figure it out together. It's just a really relaxed, laid back way to practice and eat. I mean, when else do you get to talk with your mouth full? So, and then the day after, on Friday, this Friday, is game night, the second game night. So, I had a lot of fun last month. Just, bring your game. If you want to bring a snack, we'll set them off on the table, play games and eat snacks, and again, use sign. And I had a lot of fun last week, or last month, not last week. My brain's not all here right now. But, so that's, again, Silent Lunch on Thursday this week, and game night on Friday of this week. Next is, I know I've been telling you guys a lot about the Halloween Carnival, but that is coming up. We don't have another meeting before the Halloween Carnival. It's October 30th, it's a Thursday. If you signed up on the sheet, please make sure that you bring whatever you signed up for. And if you signed up to work, please make sure you show up to work. Can't stress that enough, because we already are kind of scarce on the list as far as people. So if you signed up to work, unless there's some emergency, please, please, please show up. And remember, if we're going to set up the jail Wednesday night beforehand. I can't remember what time everybody's going to show up for that. I think it was 5 something.
Between 5 and 5:15.
So 5:15 if you want to help set up the jail. It's not hard. It's just little PVC pipes that you just kind of put together. So if you want to help set up the jail, that's awesome too. Wednesday night beforehand.
Do you want to just meet in this classroom for that, or?
I won't be able to help on Wednesday night.
Not from 5 to 5:15, or I thought it started at 5:45.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys, everything, I can't remember where the jail is right now. I'll have to ask Jesslyn. But I know all the Halloween decorations are in the next room in the closet. So if you guys want to meet out in the lobby area or wherever you want to meet beforehand, that's fine. Unfortunately, I will be at work, so I can't help. Okay, next for the t-shirts. We already announced last meeting that the poll was to keep the same design with the different shirt. So now we proceed on how do you guys want to pick shirts, or do you even want to order more shirts? I can do another poll if you want, or if there's someone just is dying to have a black long sleeve shirt or dying to have some shirt.
I had a shirt idea. When I went to Cosmo, there was a shirt I found from my dad that said, "Shut up and fish," because that's all he does. Shut up and song. Duh.
I love that idea.
I did too.
I really love music. I don't know. I'm not sure we had it finger spelled out. Maybe we have something on the back finger spelled out. But shut up and sign. I mean, that's just so easy, right?
I love
that.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Shut up.
So maybe if everybody loves that, like I said, because we can always still order the Keep Calm. We have that design, that's our design, that's already, they have it. So if we still want to order that, it's not going to be a big deal. But basically, where do you guys want to go from here? Do you want to do another poll? Do we want to just pick something now?
Pick something
I
out.
said just pick it.
I say, because we're already about halfway through this semester.
Yeah.
Can
So-
we have the Stay Calm shirts in black and then short sleeve or long sleeves, anybody care?
I only had ever suggested long sleeve just because the first one was short sleeve, but I really don't care at
It's
this
starting to
point.
get cooler.
That was my suggestion for the long sleeve, just because we don't have a long
Mhm.
sleeve one and.
Is everybody-
So is a black long sleeve, does anybody object to a black long sleeve for the keep calm and sign? We can figure out the shut up and sign later. But
As long as it's on
so
the
at least we can go forward with one of the shirts so we can get something in. Okay, well then I don't have a gavel, but that's black long sleeve.
Mike.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
other prices?
Not for long sleeve.
Okay.
I will have to check. So, no. Okay, so more events this week. This is an SGA event, is the Movie on the Hill. It's also this Thursday, but it starts later, so it won't interfere with Silent Lunch. It's going to be the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what won the poll. So Guardians of the Galaxy will be playing, and, oh, sorry. If you want to go, I think they also said that there's another club that's going to be doing a bake sale during the movie, and there will be popcorn and tasty treats at Movie on the Hill. So that's also this week, so lots of fun. Also, there's going to be trunk or treat. It's also on the 30th, but again, it's that evening, so it shouldn't interfere with the bake sale. I can't remember all what groups, but I think there's 3 different clubs that are putting on the trunk or treat. And they've invited other clubs to come set up a car, set up a little trunk or treat display if we wanted to. Melody, she had some things she had to take care of, which is why she's not here. But she said that she would be more than happy to use her vehicle, and then to maybe bring, she thought maybe even bring the jail down to the car and set it up by the car, and then we could have somebody, like, if they're dressed up kind of scary or something, in the jail, and bring the Halloween decorations from the bake sale to the car. If this is something we're interested in though, we need to let them know tomorrow. They just sent out the email today, but they need to know tomorrow if we want to.
I saw that.
You know, we don't get any notice. No notice. Just do you want to do it or not? Again, I think it would be really fun, but again, I have to work, so I can't go. But if you guys want to do it, you know, if Melody said she'd be able to go down there and help, and if anybody else wants to, if we can get enough people that maybe want to go down there.
Trick or treat, they're doing it at 9, right?
Yeah, I can't remember what time the email said it started.
I think it's from 5 to like 8, but if you're crossing the be there, it has to be there
By
before.
4, that sounds right. So again, it wouldn't interfere with the bake sale, but it would be another fun thing for us to be involved in. If anybody is interested in anything. Next, the school campus is doing a food drive, non-perishable items food drive. It's starting, I think now it started, and cans are due by November 14th. Each item is worth 1 point, and the club that brings in the most items gets $100 towards their club. So I know last year we didn't really participate as far as getting food. We donated money from our bake sale. I would kind of rather, since we did that last year, actually get food this year and, you know, participate that way.
How to get a box go?
Unfortunately, the boxes, we would have had to have already claimed one, so we can't claim one of the school's boxes. I don't know if maybe we could kind of set up a little DHSC box in one of these 2 rooms, since most people have ASL classes in these 2 rooms, but just somehow to kind of get things together so that we can turn them in and get the credit for the club. But unfortunately, we can't claim an actual box from the school. I missed out on that. But, so keep that in mind when you're doing your grocery shopping if you want to pick up an extra can of corn. Then the last event is the Code High Spaghetti Dinner. That is this Saturday. See, it's a busy week this week. So this Saturday, $7 for adults, $4 for kids 5 to 12 years old, and $500 free. There's a couple people on campus who are selling tickets if you're interested, and I believe there's still a flyer out here on the board if you need to check out details. Okay, that's all for the events. We do have a little bit of time left. I wanted to kind of open up for sort of a discussion. I was curious if anybody had any ideas how to maybe get awareness out for DHSC, how to get, you know, the new students involved, how to get, you know, other people involved in the club. You know, why did you guys join the club? You know, what intrigued you to join the club and be a part of the club? And maybe we can kind of use those points to advertise to other people. You know, I joined last year because it was a good way to get to know people in the program, because that is what I'm interested in, is graduating with the interpreter degree. So getting to know people in the program was a bonus for me. I feel like you get to know each other a lot better when you're working together, doing the bake sales and all the events. Plus, pizza doesn't hurt. Does anybody else want to add maybe things that they like about the club, ways that they think we can let others know that we're here and that we're welcome to have people join, even if they're not, you know, interested in becoming an interpreter, that they just want to join?
Well, if you have any ideas of things we can do to make other people want to join,
Mm-hmm.
just want to pick your brain and see if anybody has any ideas.
People want to know what you do and what you're doing it for.
That's what we
When you
talked.
raise money, what are you raising money for specifically? As in, where's it going? What are you doing with it? Telling people that kind of stuff helps.
Well, at the last
In
officer,
general.
at the last officer meeting, we did talk about, we wondered if there's too many ASL1 students who just don't know. Like,
There's
just
probably
not
a lot of it,
informed.
they don't have a clue.
And so we talked about, we might just need to just spread the word and go in, because like when I was first in ASL1, my first time, we had people come into the classroom, and I think they only did that to like 1 or 2 of the classes, but not all the classes. And they would take 5 minutes maybe to just talk about it. Because I feel like not enough people know that this club, I mean, it helps you become immersed in the deaf community without feeling alone and feeling lost. Like you have people behind you that can help you learn, and it's fun. There's fun
Yes,
events.
yes. Oh my gosh.
And it's like super informative, and nobody knows that, you know, a lot of people I feel like don't know what they have access to, and they're just not using that tool.
Yes,
So,
and that is helpful. I mean,
especially.
Candace does that for us because y'all are ahead of us, and we sit and talk to the ones that are below us, and that's what we tell them, is we remember what it was like being there last year, so yeah. It definitely doesn't hurt.
Especially this program is so demanding, time-wise, mentally, emotionally. I mean, just having somewhere where everybody's going through the same route that you're going through. I mean, imagine how relieving that can be to not feel like you're the only one who can't do it. Everybody feels like they can't do it. So sometimes you just need somebody encouraging you and saying, I've been there, it'll get better, try this, try that. I mean, that would have been so much helpful when I was crying my own eyes.
So maybe we can start, I realize the semester is halfway over,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Maybe, you know, we can start kind of going into classes, if the teachers are okay with it, and letting them know, not just about the fun, you know, the silent lunches and the game nights, let them know we have those, but also going into especially those ASL1 classes and letting them know, hey, this is DHSC, this is what we do, this is who we are. There are people from all levels that can, you know, be there for help and support, especially now, because I think around this time, our first year, I was getting a little overwhelmed. So, you know, maybe we can if there's, a few people that might wanna go into classes if they can, and just give a quick, explanation, a quick announcement of awareness about the club, that might help.
See if anybody can give you times for when they're available. Because I mean, like, talking about the trunk or treat and stuff, that's the times half of us in here are in class with
Yeah.
ESL 3 that night. So that's, I would love to, but yeah, we can't.
Well,
And we have an
I think
activity that night, so it's not like we can go, can we do this instead? That's points for us.
Well, part of the
So
problem
that's-
is, we don't create the events.
Yes.
You're given the option to participate, but we don't get to
Yes.
create them.
Yeah,
So
but
we don't really-
knowing what
we don't
their
really
schedules
control
are,
them.
you might know who to direct the information to, or we could help direct the information to people that we know that might be free at those times.
I mean, to an extent, I think we can just make our own events and
Yeah.
not that we don't want to disregard them fully, but we might just have to do what you said, get everybody's opinion on when they're free, and we need more people to step up. Most of the time in these meetings, people are just quiet, just sit and don't even, so if people would like to take that initiative, that would be awesome. But most of the time, it's just us sitting in here talking about, okay, well, why is nobody saying anything? They have opinions on what we're doing wrong, but nobody likes to pitch in and help out to make it better. So we just need people, we just need volunteers, we need people to help us get the word out and, do you guys feel like we do enough events? We just need to inform people on what we do and that's why people aren't coming, is because they don't know who we are and what we're about? Or do we need to do more things to interest people to come, or?
Do we need to have food and everything?
This is the first time I've seen a full classroom.
I know,
I think actually having events during the day, like in between classes and stuff, would be a lot easier
Yeah.
for people than actually having to come up at night or.
Well, I know there are a lot of people
Yeah.
who work during the
Like, I
day.
was thinking maybe we could add in ever so often like a silent dinner, and we just come like before class maybe. Because I would love to do the silent lunch, but I mean,
A lot of
I work in a
us-
school, so I can't just leave for lunch and
Yeah.
come back. So
I'd
maybe
be
if we
totally
do
fine
like
doing dinner.
a dinner maybe, just like 30
I feel
minutes
like-
before class.
I
or-
feel like maybe just more variety in times, because I don't know if you guys, like, I work weekends all the time, and a lot of our things are on weekends, and so I
Yes.
miss them all, and like, I don't even have a chance, so maybe not a ton more of events, but just smaller with more options, or something like that. Doesn't have to be a crazy, huge, in-depth,
Well, we see
Event, but
that
something.
we're all free during this time. Maybe 1 week we'll just not have a meeting, President, if you think about it, just not having a meeting, just all of us going over. To a hub or something and eating together, just talking and, putting all the business aside here. Because we know we're all available right now, right?
sign instead of talk
And sign instead of talking, we just maybe bring food or eat there or whatever, just so it can be more social, not so this, go, do. And it's like, just come and relax and have a good time and
And there may
all
be
together.
also a time to ask any ASL 1 students, is there any questions that you all may have?
And it'd probably be more casual
And-
being there instead of here, and
They
probably
could
be
just
more
walk up on you
willing
guys
to
instead.
open up.
Like,
They're probably more willing to open up if it's not in
Right,
such a
in a
formal
classroom
setting.
setting.
If it's actually
Yeah.
somewhere where it's more casual, maybe they'll be more inclined to approach and be more open instead of in here where it's like,
So maybe,
maybe 1 week we can just,
or maybe next semester do a couple, like maybe 2 meetings, at least just to try it out. Maybe do 2 meetings next semester that are like casual meetings,
right, and
where
then,
we meet there, we might kind of go over, hey, this is what's coming up, but okay, now let's just hang out. Because there's gonna be things that we'll
We need
have
to
to, I
discuss,
won't be
right.
able to completely ignore
right,
an agenda, but we could probably shorten it up and do kind of like how we are now, just kind of talking, but it'd be in a more casual, how was your weekend type setting rather than business.
right.
Yeah, how did,
And that
what was your
probably
first day of
open the
community
door for them
event?
too,
You
if
know?
they get to know us over there and enjoy the company over there, they'll probably be more likely to actually come to a meeting once they see us in a more casual, relaxed, laid-back setting.
I like that.
And not be
Or
so
maybe on the week that we don't meet, either of the weeks that we don't meet, that way we still get the meeting, but we still get that. Since jumping back to the silent dinners, I know in Stillwater, their ASL club up there, like they'll host one like once a month or so, and they'll invite like deaf people to actually come. I feel like that could be like very beneficial for like ASL 1 students for sure, just because then they're kind of being forced like, not forced, but.
Well, they're kind of like the game nights. There's the deaf people that come to the game nights and you have to sign. Right.
That might intimidate them though, because I was intimidated, weren't we all, when we went to our first day? I mean, and somebody comes up to you that's deaf and it's like, Mother.
My name is what?
If you're with people that can help you, it might not be so bad.
Yeah.
Usually if you go with friends to events,
It's a lot better.
it's
than going
not
by
as stressful,
Yeah.
so that might help that stress feeling, maybe, if having everybody else. Yay, I like some of these ideas. I like all these ideas. Okay, we're slowly running out of time. Does anybody else have anything? It could be not related to anything we've mentioned thus far.
For the stuff for the Halloween, for the bake sale. If anybody needs to bring it on Wednesday evenings, if they want to bring stuff, you can bring it and I will.
We don't have class Wednesday. It's so we have to have it Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, it would have to be Tuesday. We don't have it that.
Oh,
You can bring it
that's the day I'm
Tuesday.
driving.
I'll be out here early Thursday,
So we can
helping
bring
with
our
it, so you
stuff
can
to
bring
you?
it to me Tuesday. And if you have stuff like homemade cookies and stuff, they need to be individually packaged.
We'll bring the dough and everything.
Like-
You bake it.
Finished food.
We'll have gloves and stuff. If you get the containers of cupcakes, we'll get the stuff out and do that, but it'll be a lot easier, if you have the cookies and stuff in like the little snack bags.
Yeah, if it's a cupcake or something that has like a little liner, that's fine. You don't need to cup each individual
Yeah.
cupcake. But like brownies or cookies and if you bring a cake, hopefully you want to sell the whole cake because we're not gonna have time to cut each slice and serve it. I don't know how people would feel about that anyway. So if you bring a cake, it's gonna be like a sell as is whole cake.
And if we have
Deal.
stuff left over, we'll bring it, if we are okay with that, whoever we need to ask. We want to try to bring it in the evening so that not all of our evening students are left out, in case anybody wants to, buy something.
That's what they
Yeah, in the
did
past, we'll
last
take it
year.
to the
She
lab.
said they
We took
did.
it
They will
to
take it to the lab.
Okay.
Because everywhere.
Because we didn't have a clue they did that in the evening. I didn't. There's probably one day I didn't actually go to lab, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'll make sure we put it in lab
Yep.
and maybe even make little flyers or something to put up, say, hey, they sell food in lab.
Your
Or
email
just go
address?
right out here.
Do you want to give them your email address so if they need
They're in my
something?
class.
Everybody has one.
Because now
These
everybody
over
goes
here,
in
the
the lab.
rest
And
are
these
the
are the
whole end of
students
that
are
table,
taking
but
in,
anybody
they're
else
taking
can.
class,
Maybe in the lobby.
And just sit in the lobby and the table and just take whatever sign we have and put it right here.
There was two of us.
We'll somehow get it in here.
Yeah, somehow.
I just signed on it because I saw the candy last year and no one ever told me it was for sale and I was
Yeah.
looking at it sad, wondering.
We can make a banner or something down here.
Even if it's just a little piece of paper that says, bake sale food, buy please. Okay.
Shut up and buy.
Sign and buy.
This was good.
Okay. Well, I feel good. I feel like we actually got things accomplished this meeting. I like that we had more discussion this meeting. If we could have more discussion in future meetings, that would be awesome as well. But unfortunately, it's about time to go. I know there's some other class that comes in, but 5:30, 5:45, I don't know. Anyway, if there's still pizza, please take it. And also the sign-up sheet is by the pizza.
Got it, boss.
So sign-up sheet by the pizza, sign.